Imagine waking up one day and realizing that the very fabric of society is quietly unraveling before your eyes. Think of the way conversations seem shallower, how entertainment increasingly rewards noise over depth, and how people seem to know more about celebrities than about the forces shaping their own lives. Have you noticed how, despite living in an age of infinite information, true wisdom feels rarer than ever? Today we are going to explore a disturbing and fascinating question. Why is society becoming more stupid every day? And most importantly, what can we do about it? Stay with me until the very end, because the last insight I will share is the most important one of all, and it has the power to completely transform how you understand the modern world. Before we dive deeper, make sure you subscribe to this channel, leave a like on this video, share it with someone you care about, and tell me in the comments what you think about the state of society today. Your voice matters, and by participating in this discussion, you become part of a community that is striving to awaken from the fog of mediocrity and reclaim the clarity of true thought. Now, let us begin. To understand why society seems to be sinking into an abyss of superficiality, we must first confront an uncomfortable truth. The very tools that promise to elevate human knowledge, technology, social media, mass education, are often being used in ways that dull our minds instead of sharpening them. Think about the paradox. Humanity has at its fingertips the greatest library ever created, more knowledge than all previous generations combined. Yet studies show that attention spans are shrinking, critical thinking skills are declining, and people increasingly struggle to differentiate between truth and lies. It is as though, in the rush to consume information, society has forgotten how to digest it. Philosophers and psychologists warned us long ago about this danger. The German philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche spoke about the last man, a future individual who avoids depth, lives for comfort, and shuns anything that demands true thought. Does that not sound eerily familiar to our times, where convenience often triumphs over wisdom? Likewise, Neil Postman, in his seminal work Amusing Ourselves to Death, foresaw a culture in which entertainment would become the lens through which all reality is filtered, reducing even the most serious matters into spectacles designed to capture attention for a few fleeting seconds. But why has this shift accelerated so dramatically in recent years? One reason lies in the way our brains respond to stimulation. The psychologist Daniel Kahneman, who studied the dual processes of thinking, explained that human beings prefer the path of least resistance. We lean toward quick, easy answers instead of slow, deliberate reasoning. The problem is that modern society is structured to exploit that weakness. Social media platforms, advertising, and even political discourse are designed to trigger emotional reactions rather than deep reflection. In this environment, stupidity is not merely accidental, it is manufactured. Think about the rise of viral trends, memes, and sound bites that dominate online conversations. They spread not because they are true, but because they are simple and emotionally charged. Compare that with the way ancient wisdom traditions functioned. In Plato's Academy, students spent years wrestling with difficult questions, debating, and refining their understanding. In contrast, today's public sphere often rewards those who shout the loudest, not those who think the deepest. Ask yourself, when was the last time you saw a trending video or news headline that actually challenged you to think critically about life, society, or morality? How often do you encounter content designed to slow you down and provoke reflection, compared with the endless flood of distractions meant to keep you scrolling? This is the modern tragedy, an abundance of information combined with a famine of wisdom. The consequences are profound. When people lose the ability to think deeply, they become more vulnerable to manipulation. Consider how misinformation spreads faster than truth online. Studies by the Massachusetts Institute of Technology have shown that false news travels significantly faster and farther on social media than verified facts. Why? Because falsehoods are often crafted to be sensational and emotionally appealing, whereas truth requires nuance, patience, and context. And in a society addicted to speed, nuance becomes the first casualty. It is not just a matter of personal ignorance, it is a collective decline. As public discourse deteriorates, entire communities risk losing their capacity for reasoned debate. Politics devolves into tribal shouting matches. Education focuses more on test performance than on cultivating wisdom. Entertainment glorifies outrage, scandal, and spectacle. In short, society begins to prefer the shallow over the profound, the immediate
And
over
you
the
got
eternal.
good health.
Yet within this bleak picture, there is also an opportunity. The recognition of decline can be the first step toward renewal. By understanding the forces that
Make
push
the bitch
society
great,
towards stupidity,
and man, you be
we can
great.
begin to resist them. By reclaiming the practices of critical thought, reflection,
Educate yourself.
and meaningful
Be
conversation,
healthy, work
we can
out.
rise above the noise and
Sunbathe,
rediscover the
get that
clarity
vitamin D.
that once guided human progress.
Make the
But here
bitch
is the
run around the
challenge.
block with you
This
or
journey
jog.
requires courage.
Get her in
It
shape
requires
too.
us to question what is popular, to resist the easy
You
seduction
don't
of
gotta pay a gym
distraction,
membership
and to
and waste your
cultivate a
money.
mind capable of standing
Do that
apart
shit
from the
at home.
crowd.
Save
As the
money,
French
stupid.
philosopher René
Financial
Descartes once
literacy.
said, "The greatest
Eat at
minds are
home.
capable of the
Don't
greatest
eat out.
vices, as well as of the greatest virtues."
No, how
The
expensive
same
it is
tools
to
that
eat
are
out.
dumbing society down can also be used to elevate
Don't
it,
get
but
Starbucks.
only
Make
if we
your own
consciously
coffee
choose
at
to
home
do
with
so.
creamer.
And that choice begins with you.
Stupid.
Think for a moment about how you consume
it to go in
information
the
on a
mug.
daily basis. Do you scroll
Take your own
endlessly
water,
through your
fill up
phone,
your little,
moving from one
canister.
post to another without retaining much of what you saw? Do you rely on headlines, short clips,
You'll never be
and
wealthy
quick
if you don't
takes to
practice
form
the
your opinions
discipline and
about
what it
complex
takes to be
issues?
wealthy.
If so, you are not alone.
Clown.
This is the default behavior that our society is being trained
Don't
into,
be influenced
and it
by
is
these
one of the
fucking
key
clowns.
reasons
That's
why
a fake
intelligence is
image.
being
They just
replaced
want
by
you to spend your
distraction.
money.
The Canadian psychologist
Don't
Steven
follow,
Pinker
don't do
has written
trends, none of that
extensively on
shit.
how
Be
the
your own
human brain
person.
adapts to its environment. When we are constantly bombarded by short bursts of content, our minds adapt by
You're trying
craving
to be
brevity,
someone else,
even
or
at the
keep
cost
up
of
with
depth.
somebody else.
This means that
Call from unknown.
Shit. Excuse me.